Let's dive into it. Let's dive into the latest Charlotte Hornets kind of injury update. We got the New Orleans Pelicans tonight, but really the Charlotte Hornets being able to update Brandon Miller. We got some. I don't want to say good news. Let's get right into it. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button if you're here and comment below with your thoughts. Really appreciate everybody. It's a new channel. Hopefully it helps out with the YouTube algorithm. Get it out to more Charlotte Hornets fans or just anyone curious on Brandon Miller's status or any Hornets player status. So yesterday, November 3rd, 2025, the Charlotte Hornets announced that the diagnosis of the left shoulder subluxation has been confirmed, and after continued evaluation of guard Brandon Miller, he will continue his rehabilitation program while he remains out. The third-year guard will be reevaluated in 2 weeks. Additional updates on his status will be provided as appropriate. So, got an update, still pretty vague. Reevaluated in 2 weeks. What does that actually mean? Well, for us, it just means there's still no timeline to return. And we all know the Hornets aren't the most transparent about injuries for the player. Mark Williams. I really want Brandon Miller to succeed. He's probably my favorite player on the Hornets. Thing is, though, he has to stay healthy. And the fact of the matter is the Charlotte Hornets are not going to commit big money to Miller if he can't prove he can play the majority of games. The talent is there. We know what Brandon Miller's like on the court. I've seen it. He's on his third year of his 4-year rookie contract, so he becomes a restricted free agent in 2027. The hope is that, he gets healthy, stays healthy for the majority of games, and then, you resign him to a long deal. Doubt he gets the NBA max at this point, unless he just takes it to that next level, like playing like the Paul George 2.0. But, it is a decent update just because we're not sitting here like, oh, season ending. He's out for the rest of the season. So that's why it's kind of good news. So hopefully in 2 weeks or even before we get another update, it's better news, or he's already back on the court. That would be great. But right now, shoulder subluxation. He's gonna be out for at least the next 2 weeks. LaMelo Ball's ankle. So he's dealing with his right ankle impingement. He's kind of had this issue for a while now, but back-to-backs, got to sit out. I think that makes sense. But the right ankle impingement, if no one knows what that is, it's a condition characterized by pain, swelling, and limited range of motion in the right ankle joint due to compression or pinching of soft tissue, such as tendons or ligaments between the bones of the ankle, according to Yale Medicine. So, LaMelo Ball, will he play tonight against the New Orleans Pelicans? Reminder that Ball did have some of those, he had that same issue because he had the minor season-ending procedure that was done in March. One of them was for that right ankle impingement, so he's been tough. I would say, a lot of haters will call LaMelo soft. That's not the case. He's been playing through injury. You saw it against the Minnesota Timberwolves. But let's be honest here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Hornets gave LaMelo some time off against the 0-6 New Orleans Pelicans. They're basically they're as bad as the Brooklyn Nets right now. So I wouldn't be shocked if he was out. I mean he needs to be back out there. But if he's listed as questionable, he's not 100%. Don't put him back out there. I think you saw what this team did against the Utah Jazz without Ball on the floor, without Brandon Miller, and they absolutely blew the brakes off the Utah Jazz. So they busted them up. The rookies have been shooting, playing, and really moving the ball lights out this year. So like Sion James got the start, finished with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. You get Colin Sexton out there who just recorded a double-double against his former team, 12 assists. Was really out there playing that point. We will be okay. So I want to see him back out there. I think he will play. He should play. But again, if I was running the team, I knew he wasn't 100%. I'm not putting him back out there. That's your star talent. you got to be easy on him. If he's not 100%, make sure that thing heals properly. You don't want to re-aggravate it. But again, I expect to see him out there. I know him watching that game, he really wanted to be at home playing against the Jazz, but got to take precautions. So that's our update with Brandon Miller. Hopefully he's back in 2 weeks. That's the hope. We need Brandon Miller back for the Charlotte Hornets, and an update on LaMelo, his ankle issue. Hoping to see both of those guys on the same side of the court in a few weeks. That would be amazing. But hey, that's it. That's going to be it for the update and the episode, ladies and gentlemen. I am Eric Smith, your host of the 6 Hornet. Thank you for tuning in today. We are live on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Take care, everyone.